That's a big fact.
But it takes you to go through having those chains and feeling like you are something and then realizing like, yo, billionaire across the table from me, if I'm at this function, he has no jewelry on. Like J. Cole said that happened to him. 21 Savage doesn't wear jewelry anymore because he said exactly what you said. The wealthiest people he's been around don't wear jewelry. Yeah. But I feel like you have to go through that phase first in order to realize that.
A lot in our culture too, it's like kind of like a status symbol. Like,
oh my God. Oh my God. Hey. Oh my God.
We see other people like, because Rowdy from like Compton, LA area, we see other artists who may not be doing the same thing. Yeah. You got people like Blueface. He got who managed the Wack manage him?
Wack 100.
Wack 100.
Yeah, they used to be like doing all types of wild shit. Did y'all see him getting into it with the Meek Mill artists?
Yeah, Young Road, Blueface and Young Road.
Yeah.
So pretty much Meek artists, because he just got signed to Meek. So everybody's like, yo, bro, where your chains at? Why you ain't flexing? And he made an Instagram video like, what I look like out here flexing with $50,000, $100,000 chains on. My mom still living in the hood. I ain't get my grandma a crib yet. And I'm like, yo, that's real. I respect that.
That's facts.
So then I don't know how it ended up to Blueface, but Blueface like made an Instagram story and he's like, rappers out here flexing like they got deals or whatever, but they don't got chains and he was low key giving them game, but it was like on some, like he was giving them game, but it's like on some how to be.
It was on some like how to be a rapper type shit. And like,
but not a real rapper. How to be like a gimmick rapper. Like the type of rapper where people gonna think, oh, he got money or oh, he's doing something. They not gonna listen to his music and think that. They gonna think that just off of his image and him looking like a rapper, you know?
Right.
So Boussaid's basically saying that if you have a chain or the amount of chains, how big your chains are, what they look like, that enhances your image, that enhances your brand, and then people are gonna take you more seriously, pretty much.
Yeah, I fuck with it said Young Roll.
Yeah,
I fuck with he stood his ground. He was just like, nah, like I'm gonna make sure my family good. How can I rock all these diamonds and shit like my family's struggling? The people I grew up with, they not eating. Yeah, right. And it's like they both got their own like viewpoint. Like Blueface ain't wrong. Like a lot of people,
he definitely wasn't wrong.
You know what I mean? They gotta wear their chains, they gotta show off just for the image, but you need to be taking care of your peoples too. Yeah. Or else it's like we see with these artists, like they be getting hit up from their own town, from the people that's closest to you.
Because they out there want to flex. So they can look good for the gram, bro.
You ain't giving back, you ain't helping them either.
Yeah.
You a meal.
But like with Blueface, I agree with what he's saying because it's this generation, but I don't agree that's why rappers should be taken seriously. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I'm not necessarily agreeing with the way things are now in hip hop to where that's the standard to like look like a rapper and be taken seriously as a rapper. But he did hit it right on the head when he like said it though.
Yeah, that whole like exchange was definitely interesting. It bring up a good conversation of just like what should your priorities be as an artist, as a rapper? It's like do that exceed your responsibilities as a man? Like Young Road feel like as a man he gotta take care of his mom, his grandma, his family. Blueface talking, you see he got videos of him kicking his family out the house.
Mom
like,
and his sister out the
crib. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying,
what's your priorities? Being a man or is it being a rapper?
It's a fact.
Right.
So
but even if he wasn't having on any like the fact that he didn't have on any chains, how I feel like it's like, who cares? Who are you to like comment on that? You got your chains, right? If you're shining, you're shining. Like whatever you do, you. If somebody else isn't shining, why do you care if they don't have chains? I just don't understand that. I don't want to throw
Blueface under the bus because I don't know how exactly that information got to him or why he commented. But that was just his take on the whole Young Road Instagram post.
Because it's definitely not a requirement to be an artist.
No, not
any artist. You know what I mean? There's many artists that don't wear jewelry.
Right.
True. Because a lot of the richest people don't wear jewelry.
That's a fact.
That's a big fact.
But it takes you to go through having those chains and feeling like you are something and then realizing like, yo, billionaire across the table from me, if I'm at this function, he has no jewelry on. Like J. Cole said that happened to him. 21 Savage doesn't wear jewelry anymore because he said exactly what you said. The wealthiest people he's been around don't wear jewelry. But I feel like you have to go through that phase first in order to realize that.
A lot in our culture too, it's like kind of like a status symbol. Like I'm gonna wear this because a lot of like people get their chain snatched and shit like that. Not necessarily because they want the money, but it's like, no, I got your shit. Like this is mine now. It's like I know in Buffalo, we don't be rocking jewelry like crazy like that most of the time because niggas will eat your food. Like they see you like. Niggas is hungry, like so. Why I'm not gonna put myself in that situation? Like why I'm gonna floss out, and I know I'm gonna make myself a target for everybody. Like
It's just bringing unwanted stress,
unwanted attention. Unwanted attention for sure.
It reminds me of like American Gangster, like Frank Lucas ain't get caught by the Fed, like him putting on he had the big fur coat. That's how the feds caught an eye on him. It was like. I need to be paying attention to you because like how the fuck you flexing on me right now?
Right.
That's one of my favorite movies too. And the crazy part is when he first started, like when he first became the Kingpin because his mentor died, he was the one that was saying like, yo, y'all looking too flashy. When they was in the club, he has on a regular black suit while his cousins and shit got on like red suits, flashy shit. And then he ends up becoming
wow.
Yeah, that's wild. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, it plays into like their cultures too, because like what Blueface is from the West Coast, Young Ro, he from Philly. You know what I'm saying? He like in the movie, his family that was flashy, they was from the South.
Yeah.
A lot of people be wearing the diamonds, jewelry, and all that stuff. They in the South, and then up here, people be having, but at least in Buffalo, niggas don't be doing that shit. Like it's different from different places. Like a lot of people in Atlanta is eating, like it's enough money to go around. So it's like to see somebody with diamonds, oh, that's a normal thing. Let me keep it moving.
Yeah.
When you on
Buffalo, somebody got diamonds on, like, yo, he looking poor. Oh, he look like a lick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
He looking like
right.
Quick Mickey D. He looking like a fofo. You know what I mean? Yeah. That dope.
But nah, like when you were saying about artist priorities, I feel like it differs depending on what level of artist you are. Like your priorities are different from if you're a new artist in the game versus if you're a newly established artist versus now if you're an established artist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I feel like we got to kind of grow over the different levels of what your priorities should be in different situations.
Yeah, and that tie into your brand and all that too. Because like Blueface, if Blueface decided to not wear jewelry anymore, that would be messing up his brand.
Facts. Because he always flossing.
And if, like, say, if Kendrick wanted to start wearing big chains and all that stuff out of nowhere, we would kind of look at him kind of weird, like what you doing?
I don't think we would.
I think so. I think Kendrick? A lot of his fans would kind of like, they'll question it.
It depends on how he's wearing it. If he's like wearing it, flexing on the gram, flexing at like venues and shows wherever he at. But if he just like got a big chain on in the picture, we gonna be like, oh, Kendrick decided to spend the millions of dollars he has. You know what I mean?
Jay-Z,
literally.
Like when you see pictures of Jay-Z.
Yeah, like if Jay-Z wore a stupid big chain now, we would look at him like.
But he do though. He be wearing big chains.
He used to.
I wouldn't though. I wouldn't look at him like that.
Nah, yeah. I don't think we would.
I don't know. Man.
Just because they're already at that light to where it's like
Jay-Z
nobody's gonna be like, oh my God, Jay-Z's wearing a big chain. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it's Jay-Z. It would just be like, wow, this man has a lot of money and he just spent it on that. So
I would look at it as he's just like trying to have fun.
Right.
Like, you know what?
Right.
You know what? I haven't chopped out no bread for a chain in a while. Let me see.
Right.
And he just want to get a chain.
For sure.
It draw me back to like what you was talking about, like billionaires don't be rocking chains. Like when they play with their money different. Like they flex on like I'm gonna buy a yacht. I'm gonna buy this watch. I ain't gonna put no diamonds in it, but this shit worth $500 million.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't even know it.
Richard Millie.
Only billionaires know like
Richard Millie cost a Lambo.
I got my net worth kind of crazy. It's like it's I don't know. It's a different type of flex. And that's why I couldn't see him like being draped out like Mr. T or some shit. Like I don't know. It would make me think maybe you don't got it like that.
I think like another big priority is like for sure staying true to you, like no matter what the outcome.
You know what I mean? Like, chain, man.
Yeah.
You can't get peer pressured into buying a chain.
Yeah.
All they're doing is peer pressuring you to spending the money that you probably don't have.
Right.
Especially like new artists. So like if you getting a deal, you sign a deal for $1 million, you don't have $1 million
at all. You have about $500,000, if that.
Maybe.
But for one, taxes take a lot, and then you still have to pay the lawyer, manager, and the team, bro.
Yeah. And you gotta pay your management. It's not including your budget for studio.
I was just about to say, that $1 million is probably
not including your budget
Yeah,
for radio.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then you say, "Oh, I just signed $1 million deal." You really only got what, like 300? Say you got 300,000. If you go out and buy 200,000 in jewelry, you gonna be wondering why you in the negative. You know what I mean? Like it's you gotta be smart with it. Like be careful what you sign in and just like know, like figure out how you want to invest your money. You want to buy a chain that's probably gonna depreciate. You know what I mean? Or you could buy houses.
And it also depends on what type of artist you want to be looked at as. How seriously do you want to be taken?
That's a fact.
Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. I respect Blueface. I don't know him personally, but I respect him as a man. But I don't take him seriously.
Yeah. No.
As far as a hip hop artist, I mean, I will say this: he puts on a good show. He has great stage presence. He has great performance because we was out Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
We were forced to stay for his performance, and I actually enjoyed it. So I will say that. But his music isn't for me. That's why I say I don't take him seriously as an artist, not as a man.
Right.
But yeah, so it definitely depends on how seriously you want to be taken. And I would just say, as a new artist in the game, your main priority should be your craft. You should be working on your craft until you feel like nobody is better than you. And that, I feel like that should be number 1, 2, and 3. Mm-hmm. And then after that is surrounding yourself with a good team. If you got to spend money to surround yourself with a good team, that's what you got to do. But because these are things in the long run, that's going to make you more money. Yeah. Perfecting your craft is going to make you more money. Yeah. Having a solid team that knows what they're doing around you, that's going to make you more money because that's one less thing you got to worry about when you could just focus on your craft and make sure. Obviously, you want to make sure your business right.
You want to make sure everything's going in one accord.
Yeah, but if you have a team that you trust and you believe in, then that's one less thing you got to worry about all the way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It gives you more time to work on your craft.
Exactly.
If you're doing this, and this, like you're gonna get burnt out, and you don't want to burn out. Like it's a marathon. It's not a race.
It's a fact.
A lot of people. Once again, you get that check, hold on to it, make a plan, like figure out what you want to do. The first thing you want to do, you want to flex and look cool, or you want to figure out how you can make this 300,000 into 600,000. Because at the end of the day, like if it was about you could buy a Rolex, that shit gonna be worth a little bit more in 10 years versus you buying a bust down Patek.
Yeah, plain Rolly. Don't bust it down. Plain Rolly, plain Jane.
It'll appreciate in value. So as far as artist priorities, I say definitely first should be your art. Always be your art. That's the foundation of everything.
Yeah.
2 definitely would be your team, and it's like as far as your management, your plans, and how you gonna push forward. It's like you have to have a plan in any and everything you do. So it's
in
like,
life.
Yeah, short term and long term. Have a year plan, then have a 5-year plan, 15 years. Like
Facts.
I say 3 is definitely like don't be afraid to grow and evolve. So it's like you should have your art management and then just being able to keep that change constant. Yeah. Even though it's like know your audience, know your brand, and just being able to continue to expand and keep it authentic. Because if you're making it fake, that's how you get put in a box. Like if you known as that trap mumble trying to ride everybody wave, it's gonna be hard to come up with some original shit that's like people gonna rock with.
And the third thing I was gonna say, it ties into the first half of what you said. I was gonna say making sure you educate yourself on the game too. So don't just rely on your team to do everything for you. You have to know what's going on too.
Right.
Whether that's you watching YouTube videos, you reading books, you talking to your OGs and they giving you game and knowledge on it. Like you have to educate yourself along the way. That's what allows you to grow and not stay in the box like Nelson said. But I want to ask this. I'm gonna ask Dion. Since you are a newer artist, you coming up, what do you think your main priorities are at this point? Or what do you think your main priority should be, just personally?
You already covered it, bro. 1, 2, and 3 is just to be better. Like, I'm not focused on buying no chain, because that's not what's going to last. That's not what's going to keep you around. Because what are you trying to promote? What are you What are you talking about? What are you bringing to the table? Yeah. You know what I mean? How can you improve? That's what I'm focusing on.
Facts.
Because you can get better every day.
Yeah.
All right, so so that was for a new artist. What about a newly established artist? So I'm gonna say for example, Roddy Ricch, he's a newly established artist. So what do you think his priorities probably are or should be?
I think how he's gonna top this album. That he should always just be looking to better himself.
Yeah.
Because he already put out a great body of work, so now it's just
Great body.
Like, personally, I feel like it's just staying true to you and not having fear on what anybody has to say when you drop. When you feel you have that 100% assertiveness, okay, I'm dropping this. This is my body of work. You know what I mean? I feel like those are like your priorities no matter what case and scenario you're in, because you have to follow that. You have to be consistent in that in order to continue to get better. Because if you don't think that way and be open-minded that way, you're never going to, like as Dion said, you're not going to look forward to the next thing. You're not going to want to get better. So like personally to me, that's just like,
you can't get complacent.
Yeah, you cannot get complacent
exactly.
at all.
You can't put out something and be like, yo,
can't get comfortable.
I'm done.
Yeah, everybody loving this. I'm cool now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, 'cause, like, he set the way. Like he got some of the hardest songs of the past, like this whole year. Like, so it's continuing to like.
Ballin' might
set the
be
wave.
a hit song of the year.
Grammy, bro.
Top 3 song of the
That shit
year.
Grammy nominated. Like, yo,
Ballin' is?
yeah. If you keep like, yo,
I think he actually has 3 Grammy nominations. Cause I think he has 2 with Racks in the Middle with Nipsey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bruh, like if he continue to just like do what he doing and like don't be afraid to be original and keep growing. Like 2019, like who was Meg, Lil Baby, or the baby, and then it's like Rowdy is like just a hit song, like another hit song away from hitting that right in the combo with them, and it's like they on the verge of superstar status. So it's like if he can continue to just like keep being authentic and keep killing shit, he gonna be set. Like,
Facts.
I know he probably just trying to secure some more bags right now as far as priorities, because I know that can be real taxing on the artist, like touring all the time and just like. They always gonna record regardless, but like touring can be hard on the body type shit. So
yeah,
he probably want to get in a space right now where it's like, okay, how can I secure bags where I don't necessarily have to always be there? Like
I was thinking was, since we're using him as the example, I would say now, since everybody knows he makes great music, that's been established, is now expanding your brand outside of music. Mm-hmm. Like you said, getting the bag where he ain't got to be there. So getting endorsements.
Get that deal, you know what I'm saying? So you have to get that constant flow of money.
It's a fact.
Yeah, like once you be able to do that, like who was it? I seen Joey Badass. Like he been quiet. He been quiet
making moves.
Yeah, but he be making power moves. Like he got
a couple acting roles.
Yeah. Acting roles. He got he had like I don't know if it's fashion or like a perfume. It was in a perfume commercial. Like that's a healthy bag. He was a.
Did he write Rockstar?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, him and T-Pain, bro. Like he
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro.
That's wild. My guy is Joey. My guy is Joey.
So you start writing for other people. That's when you start getting the bag. Like I won't be surprised. Like after we see how well this album do, I won't be surprised if he try to work on like getting like a publishing deal too. Like start writing for people. You start writing for other people because you know they love plugging in these new dudes. These new dudes popping up every day. He could be writing. He write what 8 songs a day. Throw 4 of them. Throw the ones you don't like. Throw them to the publishing deal. They give them these newer acts, bro. You get paid.
Yeah, that's facts. But another thing he don't want to, as far as writing for people or giving people his music, he don't want everybody to start sounding like him either. But no, actually, I'll take that back, because everybody starts sounding like him, then that makes him have to evolve.
That's when it comes to like you being creative and you setting the way.
You changing your sound, transforming.
They think they sound like nah, you ahead of them. That's how Future was able to stay relevant so long. He got a publishing deal and he be writing songs for mad people that people don't know. He be making a lot of R&B.
And a lot of people sound like
Drunk in
Future.
Love. That's Future track.
A lot of people sound like Future, but he still continues to make his own fire.
He continues to evolve.
Yeah,
he's evolved his sound.
Do that. Every artist, like, not everybody can do that, like on that creative level. So it's like you have to use that to your benefit. Don't let that work go to waste.
Shout out Future, man.
Definitely. All right, so we covered new act, newly established act, now very established act. So an example, we would say